Hello, all you positive heads out there. It's so good to be back with all you beautiful reflections of the one source consciousness that creates and animates all things. If you're new to this podcast, of course, we are super happy to have you here, and we just ask that you bring an open mind and heart to your listening experience and to be prepared to explore vantage points that I'm convinced will help shift or solidify your current understanding of the ultimate nature of reality. While listening, you'll be exposed to inspiring, empowering, and unifying perspectives that I'm highly confident will yield stellar results in your life if you opt to try them on for size. Also, at optimistic.tv, we have officially begun releasing the first few episodes of our new late-night style, consciousness-elevating video variety talk show, Optimistic, which features live visionary art, soul share interviews, retreat guests here at the Mystic Manor, as well as live musical performances. I'm also super excited to announce that we are currently making plans to release the rest of Season 1 on my personal favorite online streaming service. So stay tuned to optimistic.tv to follow the unfolding development of this exciting Optimistic expansion, as we'll be posting more info and release dates there soon. And in the meantime, be sure to check out, of course, the first few episodes at optimistic.tv as well.
All right, all you positive heads, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining Samantha and I today on this beautiful day. Hello, Samantha.
Hello, Erica.
So, you guys, today is an interesting day in the United States for sure. It's election day. Energies are high, opinions are rampant. And so we thought we'd talk a little bit about opinions and energies and ourselves and what we actually have control over in this world.
Yes.
What do you think, Samantha? But first, wait. Samantha has some very exciting news, and I can't believe I didn't start with that first.
Well, I love it because it all ties in together. It all ties in together. What do you guess it is? Positive heads. I feel like I've had a lot of news over the last little while. This one's positive. This one's a good one.
This one's good, yeah. Do you want to tell them or shall I, Samantha?
Tell them, Erica.
Samantha got engaged, everybody. She is marrying her soulmate. You guys, she has talked about this man on a few podcasts, and the story of how they met is so beautiful and so synchronistic and so meant to be, and they know it. And so they're getting married. It's so beautiful.
Thank you so much, Erica. It has been such a wild, amazing, beautiful ride. I know a lot of you have heard my story already, how I was really calling in my soulmate, my king, my true life partner. And I had gone through a really challenging time with my past partner and all of this twin flame energy. And it was very, very crazy. And I just really reclaimed myself, called in my true soulmate, met him literally 2 days after I completely closed the energy with my past partner. And then it just the past 7 months have been so amazing. We've only known each other for 7 months, and we got engaged right around Halloween, the blue full moon time, as he came to visit. All of the crazy synchronicities, all of the amazing magic. It's been so mind-blowing and heart-blowing and really, really a crazy story, actually.
Wow. I love it. I love when things work out this way, because when things are crazy like this and so synchronistic, you know it's supposed to be. And that 7-month period doesn't feel like 7 months at all. It feels like a lifetime or lifetimes.
Exactly.
Time is such an illusion. When
Exactly.
you know things immediately. Yeah.
That's the thing. When you know. And I actually knew from day one. I knew before I met him that I would meet him. And I knew the minute that I saw him that he was my soulmate. And a little story, when I went to visit my grandmother a week before she passed away, we got to say our goodbyes to each other, like I mentioned on the previous podcast. And one of the things I said to her was, Nan, I'm going to miss you so much. And I burst into tears. And then she burst into tears. She said, "Oh, Sammy, baby, I'm going to miss you so, so, so much too." And she wiped her tears. She goes, "But you know what? It's going to be okay because you have Lando now. And that's all I ever wanted for you, was to be with a man that loves you and that treats you well and that makes you laugh." And she goes, "And he's the man for you." And and the full circle aspect to that is that the reason why he was allowed in the country, in Canada anyways, was because of my grandmother's funeral and the paperwork that we submitted to customs for him to get into the country. So my grandma literally brought us together through her death, and we had this beautiful rebirth and this new energy arise, and this magic really come through my grandmother's passing and her dying wish.
Oh my goodness, Samantha. Wow. That's beautiful. I bet she is just smiling up there, so, so happy, just shining down on you. Yeah.
Yeah, well, she's definitely happy, and so are a lot of my friends. However, not everybody's happy about this. And as
I can
we,
imagine.
yeah, and as we opened the conversation with opinions, my main message, my main takeaway, the thing that's really alive for me is that the haters or the people that want to share their opinion, like, your opinion is not my problem. And it doesn't actually concern me at all. Your opinion is yours and it doesn't affect me. I don't mind. I don't care. I'm not bothered by it. It is yours. So thank you for your opinion. However, it has no hold over me and my truth.
Yeah, exactly. If you guys haven't met Samantha before, you all know that she has a very healthy dose of not giving a shit about what anybody thinks. And that's a really beautiful gift, I think, in this world, because you can't live your life for other people. And we also have to have the understanding, too, that we don't have control over anybody but ourselves. So the less you think that you can control others, the less you will feel controlled, too. Right?
Yeah.
We're all mirror reflections. And I just find these times in our world and in our personal lives very, very interesting. Very interesting indeed, because we do get a choice. You know,
Absolutely.
we get to decide how we feel and what energy we're going to put out there, because
Mhm.
it's a choice every time. Are we letting love win, or are we letting anger and fear and whatever other energy that isn't so awesome win? Right? And for me, being that warrior archetype, I don't like letting the fear win. I want the
Yeah.
love to win. And so while that's probably not like the most high vibrational way to look at that, like wanting to win, it's it's a little step above when it's really hard. Like, if it's really hard for you to go from, say, being like super depressed to full of love, because that's really hard to do, you can go from super depressed to just a little sad. And it takes
Mhm.
just a little step. So it's going to take a huge high vibrational step to get to all the way to love, right? So if you just need to feel like, I'm going to win this, that's okay. You know, like,
Yes,
if
absolutely.
that's the
And
way to get you there, I'm going to win over this. Yeah,
exactly. And it really is us reclaiming our power. And one of the
totally.
funny examples that brought this conversation up for me is I shared a post about our engagement, and this guy who over the past few years that I've known him, he's a very confrontational, like trickster energy type of man. And he would comment on every one of my posts with like, "Oh, you're so high, you're so sexy, fire, fire, kissy face, emoji, emoji, emoji," like, all the things. He lost it on my post. Like, he's also polyamorous. He doesn't believe in monogamy after his divorce and his whole life meltdown. And so he's just cap lock screaming at me in the posts, and then just about how, oh, all these people are congratulating you, but really they think just the same as I do, that you're rushing into it and you're making a mistake and you shouldn't tie the knot. No one should get married, blah, 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 judgment, condemnation, shoulds, all of the things that I just do not care about at all. And all I had to write was, "Thank you for your opinion. However, your truth is not mine."
Right.
And so he slides in to the DMs and writes in all caps, "You are so phony, blah, blah, blah. You should have asked the poll on your Facebook of what people actually think." And I just had to laugh. And I was like, sir, again, thank you for your opinion. However, I do not care. I do not mind. It is not my truth. It doesn't affect me. I do not care if every single person in my life thinks that I rushed into this decision, because their opinion is not my problem. Have a great day. All the best. Sayonara, baby. Peace and love. And I laughed. I laughed and I laughed and I laughed, because that is how you win.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. You have to not allow it into your world, because you do. And then now that's a part of you. And that's now what you're going to put out there. That's not what you want. Right.
No, it's a virus. I see
Right.
that kind of energy as, and I tell all my clients this, often it's your friends, your families, your partners, whatever. Dark psychological forces. They are viral codes trying to permeate through your operating system. And that is when you need to engage the antivirus system, control alt delete, return to sender, get the shite out of my vibration. And that's it. Because if you let everything permeate you, you will be corrupted from the outside in, from the inside out, with all of these things that are not love and light. And we don't have time for that, nor the energy for that. We have too much self-respect to be broken down and torn apart by these people that are so unhappy and miserable. That is not ours to hold, nor to handle, nor to deal with.
Right. Exactly. It is totally a choice. And this brings me back to our current time right now, election day, and what's going to happen after, today and tomorrow. And people are going to be upset no matter what happens. There's people that are going to be upset. And are we going to allow that to upset our own world? My personal world here at my home, in my bubble. Am I going to change the energy of this place because of that? Absolutely not. No way in hell am I allowing my center to become off because of that. Right?
Yeah.
The only thing that we can do about it to make any positive change is to keep our centers and to really kind of stay in our bubble and let all that other crap just bounce right off our bubble. Not mine, not part of my world. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm staying nice and centered here in love, because that is the contribution that I want to give to the world. I refuse to upset my part of the grid. I refuse. Today I had to be out in public and driving around, and energies are a little tense, a little different out there. Everybody's kind of doing their thing. And luckily I had some beautiful music on that reminded me to just be love, to just be love. And I could feel it in my heart. And instead of being like, what's wrong with all these people? I was able to just send that energy out and hope that that just helped a little bit today. If we all did that, imagine how much that would help a whole lot.
Yes, exactly. That's so important to really own your energetic grid, your own space, and that's really what people need, right? Not to be toppled. And I'm someone that I've always been so influenced by people. I've always been easily manipulated, easily influenced. Even though I do not give a shite about what most people, but people that know me know how to influence me and say the things and like make me feel different
Get
ways
in your
they used
head.
to. Exactly. And the world would topple me and my family would topple me and I would topple myself. And it has been such a practice, an empowering practice, to be grounded in my center, in my truth, and to be fiercely, like Erica said, that warrior energy. Like, this is my space, my mind, my body, my energy field. That is the only thing that I truly own and that I can truly control. And we have to, right? Like, we have to in all times, but especially in these wild times, in these times where the energy is trying to breach your system. We can't let it.
No, like my daughter is having a pretty hard time with this election, and I had this discussion with her last night. Like, are you going to allow yourself to be afraid? Because she's afraid to go to school, which is understandable. And so I let her stay home today. Um, but I said, listen, are you going to allow this energy into your world? Are you going to say, screw that? I am not letting that win. And that was how she understood it. Like, oh, you're right. I'm letting that fear side win if I'm feeling this way all the time. Like, all right, I'm not going to let that side win. Like, I'm not going to be hateful. I'm not going to be angry. I'm going to forgive. We've had a lot of talks about forgiveness lately, and how and how you're not doing something for the other person when you're forgiving them. You're doing something for yourself. You're not like giving him any kind of satisfaction, giving them any kind of satisfaction. You're giving it to you. Otherwise, you're
Yes.
burdening yourself, and you are carrying an ugly weight and an ugly energy that you don't need to. You can choose
Yes.
to do. This is all a choice, and you do have the power to make that choice. Do not think you don't. You have the power to make a conscious choice to change your mind.
Yes.
Before we continue on with today's episode, I'd like to take a quick moment to share a perfect gift idea for the upcoming holiday season: Features socks. If you pay attention when you watch any of the episodes of my variety show Optimistic, you'll notice that I typically take my shoes off at some point during the interview portion, and it quickly becomes very obvious I'm a huge fan of fun, funky, colorful socks. So when Features originally reached out to me, I was super excited because I instantly loved the way they looked. But after actually wearing them, I realized there is a very good reason runners and golfers are increasingly making Features their sock of choice above and beyond their excellent style. Features have been engineered with targeted compression and an excellent design that keep them from bunching, slipping, and sliding into your shoe. I love the unique cut of the Elite golf socks and the anatomical design of all their styles because they actually conform to the left and right shape of your feet, creating an enhanced, custom-like fit that reduces discomfort and prevents blisters. They're also so durable and long-lasting that if you're unsatisfied at any point, they'll give you a replacement pair, no questions asked, for lifetime guarantee. And I can guarantee if you guys take advantage of the $10 off offer on your first pair at features.com when you use the code POSITIVEHEAD, that they will help make someone's holiday season merry and bright, to be sure. Once again, that is Features, spelled FEETURES.com, promo code POSITIVEHEAD, all one word, to receive $10 off your first pair.
That this is something that I really want to touch upon. So many people think that when they cut somebody else out, or they cut out the news, or they cut out whatever, that they're protecting themselves. But if you hold resentment in you for the person or the news or whatever, that resentment that you hold is the damage. It's no longer just that person. The resentment is what they've implanted into you. And you have the control and you have the power to release that. And that's where the forgiveness and the compassion comes in. Because if I were to walk around for the next week being resentful towards this person that wrote me, he wins.
Exactly.
Because he got exactly what he wanted. Right? Yep. So my practice is to forgive his silliness because he's silly, and to forgive all people who have hurt me because they were hurt, and to forgive myself for being influenced because that's who I was at the time. And when we can release all guilt, shame, resentment, and blame, we are free. And when we are free, we make decisions in a different way. We feel a more empowered way, and we vibrate and we resonate in our highest. And again, like, what else is there? What else do we need?
Nothing. Love is all there is. That is the answer to everything. It is all we are. It's what we come from. It's where we go back to. That's it. Everything else is just a illusion, right? There is nothing else at all.
Yeah. And love looks many ways. Sometimes love is a soft hug. Sometimes love is a warm caress. Sometimes love is blocking and deleting somebody and saying, you are no longer welcome in my reality, because I love myself enough to draw that boundary and to cut you out. Yeah. And sometimes that is also love. And so really tuning into what's right for you, tuning into how you need to not protect yourself because you're always safe, but to just maintain integrity with yourself, energetic integrity, emotional and thought integrity with yourself. And really to master that process. You know, it's an everyday process, and it takes you really reclaiming yourself and really reclaiming yourself and recognizing that you deserve that.
Absolutely. Because you are the center of your universe. So you make that center whatever you want it to be. And from that center, everything else spreads. So you can make that center forgiveness. I'm bringing a little Jesus here. Forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. They have no idea. And if you think about that, and people's perspectives and their experiences and all the different reasons why they are or do or behave in certain ways. There's reasons for it. There's always a reason. And if they're not behaving the way you think is the best, well, they don't know any better. They really don't know any better. So it's easier to forgive them when you understand, okay, I'm dealing with a kindergartner. I can't expect them to do an algebra problem. They don't have the capacity, they don't have the ability. I can't expect it of them. And when you can do that, that's when you release your karma. This is the easiest way to let our karma go, is by forgiveness.
Hmm.
That's another way to win.
I love that. I love winning. And
winning too.
winning doesn't mean that somebody else loses, right? Like
Right.
winning is a game you play with yourself.
Absolutely.
It's a feeling. And so
feeling proud of yourself, feeling good
yeah.
about yourself.
And
Yeah.
believing that all outcomes are a win, like bringing it back to the election. I don't know anything about it. I'm Canadian. However, I mean, I'm also just deciding to be a little ignorant and sending good energy out that way.
Yeah.
But, between choice one and choice two, while some, I think we trust that everything is always going to work out exactly as it's meant to, even if we have an awful leader, even if we have whatever, it's going to stir up and trigger what needs to be stirred up and triggered. It's going to lead us to where we need to go, because everything is always perfect.
Yeah.
And there are no mistakes in this world. And so just, to really bring it all full circle, being in your truth, trusting that everything is happening as it's meant to, trusting that it's all love, and choosing to be grounded in yourself, take care of yourself during these times. And whatever your opinion is, I mean, be firm in it, be strong in your opinion, and respect other people's opinions too, because again, there is every single permutation of possibility in all of reality, and there is no one big capital T truth. It is really a subjective experience of this reality.
Yeah. We would all be a lot happier and live a lot more cohesively and harmoniously if we all just said, you know what, that's cool, your opinion. You have yours and I have mine. Awesome, I still love you. Because at the very heart of everyone is love. That's all everyone is. And I just want to say, as far as this election goes for today, that my energetic vote goes out to the archetype of Mr. Rogers. Now, do you understand what I'm saying? I don't care who winds up being in office. Because, like you just said, the collective is going to be the ultimate decider of what happens here in the world, right? But I would love to see energetically the archetype of Mr. Rogers be what ultimately is running the show here. So that is my intention and my energetic wish for today.
I just learned yesterday that Kanye was running. Is he running? Is there a possibility he's going to win? Like, what's happening with that?
Is that true? I have no idea. I don't know.
I heard, my friend from Austin, Texas says that he's going to vote for Kanye. So
interesting. Maybe
so there. I don't know. That's how. Can Kanye run for president 2020? I am looking it up. Yes. Huh. Yes, you can. You can vote Kanye. So, but I don't think he can win. Well, there's always next time.
Well, that's interesting that you say that, because that's where my Mr. Rogers idea came up. I was like, who could I write in that would be just so awesome? And then I thought of Mr. Rogers. And then, then I'm like, all right, well, obviously, energetically, that's a better intention.
I vote Erica. Erica for president.
No, thank you.
Erica, step up, girl. Step it up. We need you.
Not a job for this girl. No thanks.
Oh, so good. Everyone listening, if you want to write into us on the Facebook group, the Positive Head Facebook group. Let us know if there is somebody that you have to set strong boundaries with, or if there's some way that you need to reclaim yourself, or you've had an experience really standing tall in your opinion, and or reach out to us on Instagram, Erica Middlemiss or Samantha_Lotus. We want to hear from you. We want to know how you're feeling about the election, a personal story. We just love connecting with you. So make sure that you take a little moment of time and connect with us.
Yes, we love it when you do. All right, everyone. We love you so much. We are going to leave you with a song today and a very beautiful reminder for today, this week, and these times. This is The Power of Kindness by Mamuse. Until next time, we love you all.
Love you.
Also, before we cue up today's song, I wanted to remind you about the game with the universe on our website, where you can choose the first number that comes to your mind and it'll pull up that episode number of the podcast. I've been saying this is a great way to co-create synchronicity and magic with your higher self for quite some time. And if you go to positivehead.com/universe, there is a super fun and simple interface to play this game with your higher self. I firmly believe just by setting the intention to play in this way, it opens up the door for magic, and it's a synchronistic way to hone in on nuggets of wisdom out of the huge catalog of episodes that are specifically appropriate for you at this time in your journey to becoming the next greatest and greatest version of yourself. And it also makes for a super fun way to spark the curiosity of friends and family by having them choose a number, so they'll hopefully go and check out their number as well, which I greatly appreciate because it helps us to spread the word about the podcast. Once again, the address is positivehead.com/universe. And as a quick reminder, if you're curious to learn more about Purium superfoods and why I take them almost every day, be sure to also check out positivehead.com/transformation. On this journey of becoming the next greatest and grandest version of ourselves that we have all embarked upon, I cannot stress the importance of managing your physical vibration enough. And quite honestly, Purium has put together the simplest plan I've found to do so. I have my favorite, the appleberry shake, at least 5 times a week. Once again, to learn more about the Purium transformation, go to positivehead.com/transformation. Or if you want to keep it simple and just try out my favorite, the appleberry shake, you can go straight over to ishoppurium.com and be sure to use code positivehead for 25% off. I'll spell that for you. It's ishoppurium.com. And be sure to use your Positive Head 25% coupon code.
Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. We don't know what's coming, but we can help shape what's ahead. Kindness as our currency, the Commonwealth is in our hands. So give a little, all, give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go round. There's more than enough. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Look up now, people, but keep your ear to the ground. We are the river flowing, generosity abound. So give a little, all, give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go round. There's more than enough. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Honeybees serve sweetness only to help the world bloom. Bringing love to the flower, from the flower to the fruit. We can learn a thing or two. So give a little, all, give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go round. There's more than enough. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. We don't know what's coming. We can help shape what's ahead. Kindness as our currency. The Commonwealth is in our hands. So give a little, Give a little all, give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go round. There's more